questions of the session, chopped it up with Chris Caddy.
Fuck with you niggas. This bitch fat, we'll leave him. Pulling up on my people. Knock their eyes down, have them calling back when I leave. Let me see you do this shit. You a junkie, where your needle in? I'm about Franklin's like Aretha them. Pull up in that TRX, it'll leave a Benz. Gave him 370 for this deuce, he can keep the 10. We got boy and girl in this.
Yo, this your woke caddy Chris, man, and welcome to the first episode of 7 Questions in a Session Behind the Hustle. Today we with the Ricky Jefferson. We down here in Dallas, Texas. He's a credit expert. He got his own cable company. We down here with him for the day. But before we get into this episode, man, I'm going to take you back just 2 years ago just so you can see where my man started. Get into even doing the credit stuff, bro.
Well, I got into doing the credit because I've been in the construction union 6 years, making good money, and I would try to go get stuff, and it would always be like I need a cosigner or I would have to pay a high interest rate. So it got to the point where, I began to know that I couldn't be doing this job forever, and I had the things I want, or the car I want, or just being able to have my house decked out and furnished the way I wanted it to be.
You can see things changed for the Woe Rick. He a suit and tie type of cat now. Big old house, nice car, healthy, proud of the world, man. You gotta be knowing where you came from. But I ain't gonna talk y'all to death, man. Let's go ahead and get into this.
Car, this a jungle gym. I know them niggas lying like I do, but I don't fuck with them. Boy, you know I'm off the west.
Well, first of all, how you doing, Ricky?
I'm doing great. I'm doing real good. I heard a lot of good things about you.
Well, we're going to get it all under control. We're going to all fly to the moon.
That's right. That's what it's all about together.
That's where we're going. Listen, I do several things, and I got a lot of different stuff going. And I'm doing stuff that I've been doing over the years.
I told him because every time we go try to get people to help or get aligned with our agenda, or the people that actually can make things happen, they block us, they don't do it. And so I told him, and I've been telling people I'm gonna be the mayor of Dallas one day. I'm gonna be the mayor here, and I'm gonna change a lot of stuff because I have the financial mind state and the business mind. I know how to bring the economic value up in these areas because I know how to improve the city with that. And I know that people can't afford it like that, and I have the resource to make it where people can really like have credit, their credit fixed and all that type of stuff on a budget, or I can have my business or other investors fund that. People I've already pitched this thing to. But one of the things I want to say is this, and I'm grateful for the introduction, and I'm very grateful for Cordero, and this is why he's special, because I know that can happen now, and I know where your heart is. Your heart is like mine, me and his. We just want to help everybody, and sometimes we neglect ourselves in the process. And it's refreshing to hear, a more experienced, respected, honorable man. We got the same mindset, so I know I'm not doing nothing wrong. Although it gets frustrating sometimes when, when you have setbacks and you can't really help the people you care about, or they don't get it, they don't want to receive the help. But this is something I want to look into as well, and I want to learn from you. I want to learn, everything that you're able to teach, because I'm gonna be the one to help you get all your unfinished business done. Me and Cordero gonna handle that. You gotta come through me. I have everything you fucking need for your business to grow, all that. So once motherfucker build their business and shit like that, where people need you, even if they don't like you or like who behind the business, they have no choice. Or they just gonna keep sitting around and be stagnant. They're not gonna make no progress. And they gonna keep looking at you through social media or through old stories, and they just gonna be mad and bitter. A lot of motherfuckers will feel a way about you. Man, fuck that nigga. I don't fuck with that nigga. They don't even know you. Or they'll say, a nigga think all this or whatever. But they don't ask for help. They don't even speak up about they want some motherfucking help. They just got a preconceived notion how a person is, just off perception of what others might say. When in reality, you're stopping your growth because If a motherfucker can help get you to the next level and show you some shit that it took them years to figure out, you don't gotta go through that and make them mistakes and take them losses, and you don't do it, your jealousy, your envy, your rage, your hate is making you stupid. It's making you stupid. And that's one of the biggest things, man. Man, I love Milwaukee like a motherfucker. But I hate the stubbornness of a lot of motherfuckers there, bro. They would sit back and watch a motherfucker figure out the game plan, have everything to make the shit perfect. Right there. And niggas would rather go the opposite way and keep busting their motherfucking head, try every other motherfucking way, instead of doing it the way that a motherfucker can show them or got the blueprint, all because emotions. I don't like the way that nigga look. I don't like the way that nigga voice it. I don't like this. That nigga did this to me in high school, man. Fuck that nigga. And that's why a lot of people be left behind and they be stagnant. You gotta take the information, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck who I'm around. If they got any value, any type of information I can learn from, I take the good, I throw the bullshit away. But I'm never not finna try to learn from nobody because I don't like the way they are, or I got a stereotype about them that's just stupid. But I think that's one thing that hold a lot of people back, bro. Especially back home where we from, and I hate that shit. Because we got a lot of talent. But it's like niggas don't even believe in themselves. And I get it, because it's a state of mind. When you don't see shit, you don't think you can be shit. I've been there. I thought working a motherfucking job, that construction job, bro, was making that little punk ass at $33, man. I thought I robbed and made it. Like, man, ain't no motherfucking way, bro. It ain't no way. You do,
bro. Like, I want to ask you, like, when you was out there doing the construction thing, man, could you see yourself now the way you is now? Could you see that?
I knew it was more for me. I still know. I always knew I'm gonna be rich. I didn't know how it was gonna happen. I always like, man, I would tell, like, I'm gonna be rich one day, watch. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I know what I'm gonna be. And that's what I would tell myself at work, even when I didn't want to work that shit. But what made me understand I didn't need that no more when I was selling my fire sticks and started my cable company. From 6 in the morning till about 10 o'clock when I ate lunch at work, I would have so many missed calls of people want cable. I would be missing like $800, $600, $400. One day out the week, I might miss $300 or it might be none. But on average during the week, I would be missing like $2,700 to $3,500. But when I'm taking home my check, after taxes, all that bullshit, union dues, all that, it's like, damn, I'm bringing home about $1,100 a week. But how the fuck am I grossing like $2,400? I said, nah, I'm done with this shit. And so I figured, like, I'm gonna push my fire sticks, I'm gonna push my cable. And it got to a point where I made more money off of that shit in a few months than I made a whole year of my construction job. Like, and you know, people used to be like, man, all that posts about fire sticks and shit and wanna. So when I made my cable shit, I basically fucked the market up. I undercut the whole market. And what, you know, people would try to make jokes, but what they didn't realize, when I would get up at 5 in the morning, make my little posts on Facebook early, I would drive up and down Fond du Lac all day, smoking my weed, selling fire. I done been in so many people's house in Milwaukee, they don't even know it. A lot of people don't like me, nigga. They mama and granny's getting cable for free from me. And I know they don't like me or feel a certain way about me. They don't know that. They don't know that I'm a nigga. I pay people, I send people to a lot of these niggas, mamas and grandma's house to shovel they snow out in Milwaukee still. And I know they don't like me. But it's like, I don't understand this shit. Because I wish I had a motherfucker that was able to, that wanted to give information like I be trying to give people information. Instead, everybody wanted to charge me. Ain't nobody wanted to give me nothing. And I don't even say handouts because nothing is never really a handout. you know, somebody could give you some knowledge, some game, opportunity. The way you react to it and the way you respond to that opportunity, you know, that could, you know, if you squander it, they're gonna feel let down, you know. But it's on you to make it work and then continue to build on that opportunity and, you know, have it your way and make it be successful. So that's not, you know, it's not a handout. You know, it's two ways things can go. But I always wish I had somebody that had knowledge that could give me like a lot of game when I was in my 20s, bro. Like, you remember, man, like.
Yeah, I remember.
No, even if I had this knowledge, I would have never sold crack. Like, if I had an uncle, like if my dad, or, you know, I had a big homie, like somebody that could have taught me in high school the financial literacy route and understanding credit, you know, real estate, and, you know, life insurance and shit.
I don't mean to cut you off, bro, but wasn't nobody around like that for us, my nigga. Like,
because there wasn't no social media too.
That either. But when you came around talking credit and financial literacy was the first for me, and I was in my 30s.
Yeah, right.
So you gotta know, bro, you was the first person to come around me and start making me want to get my credit together, bro. So,
and you know what's crazy? And I just gotta say this and pay homage because, you know, a lot of times when people become successful, you know, people, and then when they fall from grace, people forget. The man who got me worried about and focused on financial literacy, my credit stuff, getting my life together, was Jay Morrison. You know, and I know he get a lot of slack and say the Tulsa funds and scam and all that, whatever. That's none of my business. But the value that he helped me see myself in a suit before I could even see it. You know what I mean? I saw a black man with good credit teaching us how to build credit up, telling us how to focus on real estate, the right way to do it. So that's what made me, you know what I mean, take this route and know that I could really do it, because I wanted to, in some way, shape, or form, emulate him and provide that value to my people like he did. You know, it ain't about how the message delivered, you know, who delivering it or how it's delivered. It's about taking the message and the right information and making that shit work. But, you know, you're right, we don't get introduced to that. And so that's why I try to give people so much game, and you'll be surprised how many people don't take it, bro. Even when I don't charge people, I try to show them love. Them motherfuckers will take none of the game. They won't take shit. And it's like, man, I done sit on the phone with your ass for 4 hours. I done gave you business plans. We done gave you all this game. You know, we done worked on your credit. I'm giving you all this knowledge. And they'll look up, all the trade lots are ad, and they'll look up 3 months. Man, that shit don't motherfucking work. What? Let me look in the records here. Okay, for one, you don't even pay your little $30 credit report for a month, but you say you want to own a house. You want to pay a mortgage, but you can't even pay $30 to monitor your credit during the repair process. That's a red flag. You know, then you don't add your trade lines and stuff, and you wonder, you know, why your credit's not shooting all the way up. And then you start blaming, because the natural thing is when we fail, people that weren't going to keep losing their life, they blame. They play the blame game.
Yo, this your Milwaukee Chris, man. This is a quick break from this interview to let y'all know to please subscribe, like the channel, man. Tell your people to follow. Tell your girl to follow. Tell your mans to follow, man. Get us some subscribers. Get us some followers. Share an interview. Yeah, right here. You see it, 7 questions in a session. Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. You can follow my personal page at CattyCEO_Chris. Follow the channel. 7 questions in a session. Back to this interview. Now, what y'all see right here, ladies and gentlemen, is straight history. Welcome to the office of ex-mayor of Dallas, Dwayne R. Caraway. When I tell you, man, this was a dope dude, man. He was down to earth, just straight. He was a 100 dude, man. I don't even know what else to say. But, man, I ain't even gonna talk too much. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy the history.
Yeah. Who can I talk to? Yeah. Oh well. Who can I talk to?
Chamber, you got the chamber playing on. It's all right, you know.
know them beans, don't you?
I just,
How's Harrison doing? Oh, he's over at Willis's, but I'm gonna put another call in the AC.
What time is it?
9:30.
What area?
I'm doing a commercial for John's Golden Gate Funeral Home. Well, getting ready. We just did some film.
Bro, in a short period of time, I've seen you put together like multiple $1 million deals down there. Like, bro, like, how do you, bro, like, be staying focused enough to get all that done in a day?
Man, I remember shit, but it's like being fucked up. Like, I remember what it feel like. But I had to stop letting, I had to learn to operate in chaos, basically. It became easy operating in chaos. Like, no matter what's going on, I make sure I get stuff done. Like, even if I gotta cut people off or cut distractions out, I don't let nothing affect it, because anything happen to me, whether somebody play me, I take a loss, it's all my fault. Like, don't nobody care about you crying. Like, I realize nobody gives a fuck. Most people wanna laugh when you going through shit. So when it comes to handling business and doing stuff, I don't care. Like, nothing else is more important. I'll deal with that shit later, but can't have a life if you can't operate in chaos. You can't have a good life, because your business, everything gonna suffer, man. And that's how, making sure that's number one. Progress, making network connections, building relationships with people who actually got pulled and can make things happen, where y'all can make it make sense for each other. But it's like, if I would have, put off, like this last meeting we was at, I wouldn't have had, happen or built the relationship that just happened with that situation, with those deals.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of times we be in messed up relationships, or we just had a bad day at work, and we let all of that mess up everything, and we give up in the chaos. So I know what it feel like when you give in to that feeling and you don't get shit done. Then you look up, you like, damn, I'm in the same shit, ain't get nothing done, and then you look stupid. So going through that so much, I don't give a man, I don't care. I'm gonna handle business. I don't give a damn. I'll deal with that other shit later. I don't care about no woman when it comes to business, none of that shit. If it's gonna affect business, I'm gone. Because the way I look at it too, if a person is cool with affecting your business and shit like that, or don't understand that, that's the focus, and you trying to build and you locked in, you don't need to be with them anyway, because y'all have never had the same mind state. They just gonna hold you back, because they don't know the grind, they don't know the hustle, they don't get it. You know what I'm saying? They feel entitled, shit like that. Like, it's some days I don't get no sleep, just be going off fumes. But it's worth it. It's the hunger. You gotta be hungry for this shit. Everybody say they want it, but they don't want what come behind it. It's a lot that come behind this shit. You're gonna lose relationships. You're gonna fall out with people. You're gonna fall out with family. You're gonna lose friends. So you gotta be ready for all that. You just not finna make money and start having success. You gotta drop some shit to pick up the new shit you want. You gotta let some shit go. So I don't let nothing affect the business.
Man, when I tell y'all the Whoa Rick don't sleep, he don't sleep. We ain't ate or nothing, but we just left the ex-mayor office. Now we headed to his office in Frisco, Texas, at the Dallas Cowboys training facility. And I'll let y'all see for yourself.
Yeah, respect Picasso, you hear me? Aye. Picasso, where you been at? Low getting to it, getting views with the music. Why these other niggas get into it? If I get her number, then she get naked. I don't know how many inches that I got in my pants, but she can't take. Got a 9 Ruger, that's for the safety. Ain't got a switch, but I keep the bitch off safety. How the new bitch love me, but my baby mama hate me. I make the money, never let the money make me. In the 414, 4 heads lined up in the app. 7 questions of the session, chopped it up with Chris Cat. She ain't my daughter, but the bitch call me daddy. Couple shots of daily on to make her nasty. Baby, I'm a boss, but you know that off top. She got a blicky in her purse, she moving like she got ops. I'm a skinny ass nigga, I'm a fucker in my socks. I'm a hustler too, I can sell a mountain rocks. She get scared, I'm in the street, she pray I'm coming home. She wanna leave me, but she can't leave this dick alone. Talk to me nice, baby, better use a different tone. I blocked her twice, now she calling from a different phone. Fuck a text-free app, I lost interest, she like, why you never text me back?
Why is I'm blocked? Why did you block my number?
Why is you calling me?
Cause I can.
Drop a tape with the facts in the verse.
Right after we left here, we went straight to the club, man. This how we ended this night, man. Mind you, I had to be at the airport at 3 a.m., but once we got to the club, it didn't stop. They on Rick about credit advice, everything, man. So go follow the world ASAP. Go subscribe to the channel, 7 questions in a session, man. And we gonna be back with episode 2. And mind you, this wasn't it. We gonna be back for part 2 with Ricky Jefferson later down the line, man. Follow the channel. We out here.
Fuck with you niggas. This bitch fat, we'll leave him. Pulling up on my people. Knock they eyes down, have them calling back when I leave. Let me see you do this shit. You a junkie, where your needle in? I'm about Franklin's like Aretha them. Pull up in that TRX, it'll leave a Benz. Gave him 370 for this deuce, he can keep the 10. We got boy and girl in this car, this a jungle gym. I know them niggas lying like I do, but I don't fuck with them.